Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bachacolo Streams. As usual, I am Bachacolo, and today we'll be moving on with these dudes. Probably gonna work on the flesh, gonna work on the eyes, the faces, and so on. Just very jigger this camera. Yeah, like that. So, how are you all doing? Anything of new? Anything of old? Anything at all? Been playing around with the audio yet again, so if everything is excruciatingly horrible, do let me know. Although at this point, I'm ready to just call it, because I don't think I'll be able to get it to sound right no matter what I do. But we'll see. Anyway, what's up, guys? How's it going? How's the Monday treating you? Is it a good start of the week, or a rather bland one? Either way, hope you're all alright. And that we can get to just a little bit of painting. So I'm gonna start off with the eyes before going over any of the other fleshy bits. Gonna use some Screaming Skull for main portion of the eyes. And then we're gonna dig in deeper with the black. This guy is going to be fairly difficult. On account of the mug. By the way, I still have no idea how to paint. Alright, if the white goes a little bit out of bounds, I will need to clean up with the base flesh color anyway. So the pupils rarely behave. Of course, I went to dilute it with the white. Turned out alright, but I am just going to do it once more. Keep not being able to properly organize my time lately, and I haven't been able to paint a lot or at all. Off stream, which means that we're doing the same bog standard stuff over and over again, so I am sorry about that. I do apologize that we're not getting to anything more fun. Like I've said many times, it's basically my 100% for sure hobby time during the week, so it is what it is. Alright. Hopefully I will find a way to do some more painting over the week, and so get this project done a little bit quicker so we can get started on cooler stuff, or at least different stuff. It has been a while now, hasn't it? Granted, it's like 19 models, but still, I think we've been doing this since October? Was it October? I don't remember. Let me take a look. Because it kind of felt like this was going to be a quicker project. Somewhere along the way, I just completely let it go. Yeah, 3 months ago. Holy shit. Wait, so 3 months ago? That's December. No way. October, yeah. October 27th. I think we can call it November, December, January, and now February. Hopefully, I'll be able to get it done by the end of the month. Yeah, it did slip. A little bit. the added like 2 weeks that I took off. Around Christmas. That did not help. Alright, let's go. Oh wow, this is so bad. We're going to be working with. Hopefully, with a little bit of cleanup, it will be better. Not with this guy. It'll be a bit of a challenge, eh? Naturally, you want him. You want him to be watching the contents of the mug. Right. Oh, that's not. It's not horrible. Wow. Okay. All right, this dude. Ah, shit. So we're redoing this one because I had to go in with too much water on the brush. It's alright. We'll need to let him dry. while that's happening. Go over to the last contender. Holy shit. Okay. Hi, Setsy. What's up? Much braver painter than I do in eyes. Void eyes because it's hard. Besides, my dice betray me, and if my miniatures had eyes, they'd be too attached to send them to their inevitable tabletop death. I get that. It is true that no matter how you place eyes on your models, it always makes you feel more for them. Like, it immediately gives them lifelike quality. Sometimes they're more human. Sometimes, in the cases where I paint them, they are some sort of cross-eyed monstrosity. But still, how's it going, dude? What's up? Working and catching stream still. Nice. Hope it's a nice, calm and productive day. Or at least one that will not perpetuate the trope of having the case of the Mondays. Perpetuate, rather. Now let's just give him a moment to dry, and we'll give it a second go with the eyes. And then we're gonna clean up. Minus 18 Celsius. Holy shit, that's cold, man. Nice fluffy snow on the ground. That's nice. The one that crunches real nicely when you walk over it, I guess. Minus 18, holy shit. Isn't that like code red levels of cold? As in, stay at home. Which, you know, this is nice and frosty compared to minus 40. Holy shit. I lived in Alaska. Yeah, that would make sense for there, but holy shit. I think the worst that we've had here was like minus 20. 25, something like that. In Nebraska, it stays on the positive side of 0 more often than not. Oh, that's good to hear. I don't know, I am more of a warm weather lover. The cold sort of sucks my energy out of me. But most people tend to prefer cold over warm. I don't know. Alright, this is it. Last eye. Just one more dot. I can move on. There we go. That'll do. Whew. But I had to say, once I moved to a larger sized brush with a good tip, eyes became so much less of a problem. This is a number 2, and let me just show you to compare what I used to use. Was this 00, I think. Compared to this. That doesn't seem to be a lot of difference, but actually that belly here that allows some moisture to remain means that you actually have plentiful time to aim at the model's eyes and not have the paint dry on the tip. So it gives you more working time, and it's a better spread overall, I think. Just a better paint flow. So it's all good. Now that we're done with this, we can go into flesh and touch up the eyes. And then start building up some highlights. Now don't tell anyone, but this actually isn't the right color to make these changes with. Because it should be darker than Bugman's Glow, because I've already shaded the base coat of Bugman's, so don't tell anyone, because nobody can tell. Alright, let's give that a shot. See where we need to close off the eyes a little bit. still looks quite a bit on the wonky side, unfortunately. But I suppose this is just fate. It's actually pretty alright. Because his face is sort of less realistic scale. So larger and buggier eyes really don't work too bad. We are gonna trim them a little bit down. Just a little bit. I think that'll do. Because I'm scared that if I start playing around too much, I'll end up skewing the close to okay-ish shape. Also, I seem to think giving them larger eyes, like larger than, as opposed to realistic, so a little bit more cartoony, tends to work pretty well. Most of the time. Because if you draw them cartoony, then the mind won't try to associate it with like perfect placement and perfect realistic aspects. It would still have character, it would still breathe life into the mini. But it won't necessarily have to be too precise, so it's kind of alright. Naturally, in this case, I'm talking about these smaller scales. Like your 28s, your 32s, that type of thing. On the larger model, it may look a little bit funky, but here I think I can get away with it. So apparently, Blood Bowl 3 will be scheduled for August for release. It's good because we never had a date go around. We were thinking around May, but apparently August, which is good. gives the team plenty of time for development. I personally prefer a game to be delayed, come out better from the start, just to throw it out in the open and then have to rely on patches, of which there will probably be plenty either way, but still. Now I actually clean this with the white. And by white, I mean Screaming Skull. Nope. No. Hella no. As usual, I went with too much water on the blasted, stupid brush. But it did kind of help a little bit. With just a pinch, like just a little drop of black. Be able to get this guy out and about. Nope. Things were going so well. Well, I guess that's it. Like that? Okay. Right, moving on to Cadian Flesh Tune. Hello, Harlequin. What's up? Nothing. Well, it's alright then. Oh, good. Just playing around with some detailing work today. Some faces, fleshy bits. Probably the hair as well. See how far I'm able to get. Here I have, of course, forgotten that he has teeth. There we go. Looks horrible, but hopefully be able to tone this horrendousness down a little bit. There was a Gorgona Medusa in this game. She better watch out. Ah, yeah, you mean the big eyes. That's about as good as I care to give them. His head. Oh, because it reflects back at her. Gotcha. The chrome dome. Looks so shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna dull it down in a little bit, but first. Gotcha. Yeah. Interesting, now that you mention it, there really isn't anything Medusa adjacent in Blood Bowl. It's kind of odd. I mean, we got the Hypno Gaze by the Vamps. What's this? Well, let's check it out. Yeah, sorry, I won't be able. Sorry. Gaze on my visage, mortal, and perish. Said my face. Hey. Oh, that's good. That is good. But yeah, sadly, not gonna be able to show it. You know, there is actually a school of thought that this is actually what was meant by the petrifying gaze. Because it is said that the Gorgon sisters were actually very attractive, and the gazing into them would make all men hard, and so not sure how much of a realistic basis there is to it, but I think that's the lake of reality in the myth. So it might actually be a thing. Oglife is something of a cult. Oh, sure. Yes. Siree. Most of it is not safe for work. Well, that's generally fine by me. Oglaf, you say? Reflections. All right. Again, this will become better in a few coats. So stick with me while we engage the trash stage. Mind focus. How's the audio today? I did pull the mic a little bit further away from myself. So let me know if I'm not coming through clear enough. Yeah, okay. There we go. What's this? Sword Master, okay. Master the champion is an enormous brute, each arm alone bigger than me. Seek victory, I don't understand. Okay. Good. So far, so good. And now, not sure I want to take it up further. Seem to be about as bright as I would want them to be. So instead, let's go down and add a little bit of ye old purple in the flesh tone. And try and glaze a little bit. I think that ought to do it. Just gotta thin it out. See how that goes. It's actually not. If you notice, a lot of the streamers that are painting bare-chested models actually cover up the nipple areas with sticky tack, white tack, duct tape. And since it isn't really explained, this also goes for male models. So miniatures of dudes also get this same treatment across quite a few channels. Not judging. Yeah, no, it would have been like the whole thing is still in its incipiency, and it does stem from the titty streamers. It's because of them the whole thing, the whole term of service thing has been reviewed, and it led to this somewhat odd decision. Which is kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Did you get some time to paint yourself lately? Or have you not had the opportunity? I am screaming pain and anguish and stuff. I would like to paint. Okay. Cannot get myself to do anything useful for weeks. Gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of on the same boat. Like, apart from the streams, I am mostly just staring blankly into space. I can't understand, maybe it's the seasons changing, but there is something in the air about it. Oh, shouldn't worry about that. And with today's rain, I tell you, I was like this close to just canceling the stream for today because I was feeling like I was slapped with a wet towel. Just really didn't have the juice. But I decided to soldier on, and I don't regret it. But there is definitely something in the air that just sucks you out of any motivation. And add that to your like general issues, because you know it's not just in the weather. And you get a nasty situation of the depressies, I guess. I don't know. Posted something in your Discord regarding censorship. Funny, may check it when making a break. Alright, let me just finish up with shading this dude, which is pretty close to complete. Take a look. This is actually blending things quite well with this little bit of glaze here. Probably not the best ratio for the purple, because it does come out quite purpley, meaning that, you know, these dudes will have a little bit of a sicklier look to them. But the actual blending does happen pretty well. I'm glad about that. It's possible that I would have wanted the shadows to be a little bit of a deeper color and hoped that the washed Bugman's Glow, the one that we shaded with Reichland Flesh Shade, would have actually been dark enough to deepen this purple glaze. Unfortunately not the case, but still, it'll do. And it's also, if we were to make the same glaze with the Kislev Flesh as opposed to Cadian Flesh, this would be a very good way to do Dark Elf Flesh, because it does give that purple tint you might want to see in your ale leaning into blues and purples flesh for Dark Elves. So it's gonna work once I get back to those corrections, which need to be someday. But with that, actually, the fleshy bits are dunzos. Not great, but probably not gonna spend more time on them. So we can do a little quick highlight on the hair and facial hair and stuff. Let's take a look at the Discord. How can I show this filth to my friends? Oh, cruel irony. What should I do? Scratch. Oh, wow. Yeah, well. Only this Chrome Dome dude is a little bit off. Or maybe not. I can't tell. Alright, let's see if that'll work. It's just going to be a real slight light here and there. But it needs to be done. Well, it doesn't, but felt like I wanted to. Yeah, there should have been a little bit more separation between the flesh, between the skin and the facial hair and other features. Right now it kind of all blends in. You can't tell the detailed separation of it, but whatever. I should have gone with something of a deeper color to make this work. But it's serviceable. It is. One thing I could do, maybe introduce a little bit of wash. Bring those out, but it's gonna be too hard. It's gonna bring it out too hard. I think I'm just gonna leave it. Nah. Yeah, no. Whatever. You can't quite tell by looking at the camera, so you'll be able to take a better look once I get to doing some close-up photos, which will happen after I've done all of them. I finally get around to getting a light box. Right, so we're done with this. Now what's next? I think we're gonna go for the tights. Yeah, let's go for the tights. We're gonna be doing mostly just random details here and there. So that then we can focus on the four main colors and then the metallics. Let's get the tights out of the way. I'll also use the opportunity to play around a little bit with this mug that one of the dudes has. I'll probably just use a different wash on it. So I'm really not inspired to do anything interesting with it. Which is weird, I don't know why this is. Why did I start? this color when I should have had a little bit of the shafty bone. Derp, derp, derp. Let's take some of this, brighten up the shafty. Somewhere around the 50-50 between the two should be alright. Maybe even a little bit necessary. Considering that the wash is going to dull pretty much any and all subtle color transitions. So what I'm doing here is not necessarily an efficient way to go about it. Then again, when have I ever been efficient? I'm having a lot of fun with this brush, even though I'm not using it in the best way. I'm kind of afraid I might ruin it too quickly. And it's gonna be a while since I'll be able to get another one. Like, if ever, because we don't know we'll ever be able to get direct monument hobby stuff in Europe. That's a crying shame. Again, these are pretty small details, really aren't all that crucial to the overall look of the model, but it's adding a little bit more. As in, I just cannot bring myself to just have a single layer, maybe a wash over it. I do like to play around a little bit, at least. See what I can come up with. And maybe get her some ideas for future projects or correcting things on old stuff. I really want to go through the elves, the dark elves, and fix them up. With the amount of stuff that I have waiting to get attention, probably not gonna be anytime soon. Keep thinking about possible color schemes for the Gears of War dudes. I'm like, what? At least for the characters, right? The aliens, the locusts, I'll be able to sort of do something on the fly, just fuck about with colors mostly. But for the actual characters, I want to have an idea. Well, what the hell it is that I'm doing with them. I did look through Google, like a long time ago, I Googled to see how people have painted theirs. Usually it's just like the bog standard actual colors of the game. It's if you ask me, it's a horrible paint scheme for miniatures. And I want to have them be as unique as, I mean, 4 characters is 4 characters, and it's more than enough to warrant some individuality. So having them all carry the exact same, wear the exact same color armor, and just have tiny splashes of color, differentiate them from one another. Doesn't really work, for they at least. And interestingly enough, thoughts like this are what are slowing my current projects down, because I don't feel ready to start off the next thing. So I tend to start faffing about with the current projects. It's kind of what's happening now with this. but it's alright. I also need to sit down and start cleaning them up. Because they are board game miniatures, and as such, the casts do require a little bit of cleanup before I can get to priming them. I think I'm gonna start off with the character models and then move to the baddies. See if I'll go along the initially conceived sort of speed painting attempts. I'm gonna do them with a little bit more attention. We'll see. But I'm definitely thinking that that's gonna be the next thing I tackle. Sort of refresh my brain from Blood Bowl a little bit. And use the time to think about which team to go to next. I've been having some second thoughts about the ogre team that I'll be kid bashing at some point. Because the Mechanothralls are really awesome zombies. And I might want to do something along the lines of a Necro and Undead team with them. And they're pretty hard to get a hold of nowadays. Maybe I shouldn't ruin them by cutting their legs off, you know what I mean? Then again, that would mean that gotta get something else for the snotlings. And I'm thinking some sort of smaller scale goblins, maybe. I don't know. I'm not in a hurry anyway. So if anything comes to me across the internet, I might get me some of them. Some tiny robots or some sort of necro zombies, like necro cyborg stuff. That would be lovely. Or even 3D print, although they are really small. They would have to be really small. I'm not sure how well that will work. We'll see. Apart from that, I'm strongly considering the dwarves as the next painting project for Blood Bowl. But with me taking about 6 months for a single thing. 3 to 6 months per project. Thinking 2 ahead. That brain power can possibly find a better use for something closer. So this is just pure screaming skull for just like the brightest parts of the tights. So a little bit of highlighting here and there. And then this is all going to go through a thorough wash of Seraphim Sepia, which is going to negate pretty much all I've been doing on this color, but still, it's possibly going to leave a little bit of color depth, color transition, which will be good enough. And this mug, I'll probably just wash with Agrax Earthshade. Just leave it at that. If over the course of painting the rest, get an interesting idea, I might apply it, not. I'll just leave it. Yeah, see, this is how you ruin your brush. You apply pressure to release paint. It's no good. Alright, that'll do. Let's quickly get rid of this brush before further damage has been done to it. Sorry about that. Seraphim Sepia in the house. Gonna use the number 3 brush. Check for any pooling. Address them in due time. Wonder what would be an easy, quick way to optimally cut YouTube videos. If there really even is such a thing. I realize uploading 3.5 or 3 to 3.5 hour streams isn't very watchable, especially when you don't even finish a project or a model within that time. And, over the course of several streams, you're pretty much doing the exact same thing. I wonder if there is a way to just choose the bits I want to have seen as a separate video in and of themselves. Make them their own thing instead of having to upload all of the stuff. Then again, completely honest, I don't think that any sort of video upload derived from miniature painting can be made particularly interesting unless it's a video recorded to be uploaded. Butchering streams, cutting them apart with an editor to bring some highlights or something out of it, still probably won't make things too much better. I've been subscribed to quite a few of the Twitch painters who have YouTube channels as well, and they pretty much do something that's along the lines of what I do. Just dump the VODs in there. It's not doing great for anyone, really. But I do realize that any substantial growth needs to be made. YouTube needs to be actively involved, used to that end. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to really substantially grow anyway, so it's not that important. Wait, what? I explicitly checked. Fuck. Give me a moment. I explicitly fucking checked before. Before the stream started. So Foodie, hello. How's it going? Welcome along. Yes, things should be up. God damn it. Odd. How's the Blood Bowl painting? Well, it is slow. starting off with the penultimate batch of dudes, so just doing some faces, some flesh, coloring the tights, and just about I just resubbed and nothing happened. Either way, thank you for doing so. Thank you very, very much. Right, so yeah, what's next? Looking good. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm kind of skipping some steps along the way, but I kind of just want to finish them up. I really don't like this face, the way it came out. Right, so next, something that we can do real quickly, I think the red bits. God made me think, oh, come on, man, don't be like that. Right, so reds. Let's go straight to orange, whatever. Let's use this one. Straight to orange, then the texturing with Screaming Skull, and then a healthy splash of Agrexer's shade to tone it down, because the red is not supposed to be a predominant color on this build, I was gonna say, on this project. It's actually not orange. Yeah, damn it. Okay. Whatevs. We'll deal with it. It's not massively important because the texturing is going to be such a stark transition compared to what it currently is. It wouldn't matter much. I just want to give it a little bit of color depth. Also, the Agrexer's shade is going to obliterate pretty much everything else. Anything subtle is going to get wrecked. Might as well not bother with it so hard. And then when that's done, we're off to the browns. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to do, because there is a lot of brown. these sods. And once they are done as well, you can go over the ogre. With that, it will be done. Naturally, none of this is going to take place today. But it is the plan. I just realized that this song is very close to Destiny's Child song? It'll be interesting to see if the YouTube or Twitch bots manage the copyright ID it. I think the similarities are there. Be interesting. I doubt it. It's different tonality, so the thing probably won't register, but really close. Or I might also be going insane. That's also an option. Who knows? Yeah. Alright, I'll do it. Highlighting. Now for the texturing. Before that, I think I am due for a little break. So, I'll be gone for a couple minutes or so to refresh my drink and so on and so forth, stretch my legs, you know the drill, and I will be right back. And here I am, back again. Let's get the Screaming Skull and the number 2 brush. Do some scratches. Oh, there we go. Hey man, thanks again. Okay, so the alert came through. The actual alert did not. I have no idea what's going on. Regardless, though. I don't know. It came through as a notification, but it didn't register on stream, which is odd. There are days in which Streamlabs is just being shit, so it might be that. I don't know. On laptop, you have chat opportunity. Even that on phone, I use the official app and the laptop India extension. Go figure. Yeah, no idea. Like, Streamlabs is a little bit pretentious every now and again. Sometimes everything works, sometimes nothing does. But thank you again. It is very much appreciated, and you don't need to do it. It's okay. Still here, and I intend to be. More points. I did change them to vapes. And I do not use them. Yeah, I think it should have registered that they are now vapes. Hopefully, I did change them. But I'll need to sit down and actually create another emote. Yeah, I mean, I should. I just, like I said, like with you, I've just been very unengaged with a lot of things lately. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, people come around when they have spare time and when there isn't anything better around. That's fine. I think that the Super Bowl is currently happening in the US, so that might be a factor. It's different every time. Or people might just be getting somewhat bored of me doing the same thing, which is absolutely understandable. But I think that by by the end of the month, I might actually finish this up. And get to start on the Gears of War stuff. Would be a change of pace. I saw a tutorial that covered some texturing tips. They didn't use straight white scar, they always mixed a little bit of the highlight color. Made the transition softer. I thought, why not? Is why I'm doing this and why these scratches are coming out a little bit on the pinkish side of things, which is totally fine because once again, unlike the most of the other surfaces, I'm going to be washing over this one instead of the texturing layer being the highest in terms of value. Oh, it is going to be the highest, but I'm not the last step of the process. Maybe it's a proper way of saying this. Because of that, allowing myself to be a little less precise. How it looks. Okay, that's actually done. And go back to Agrex Earthshade. And number 3 brush. Also, Streamlabs has weirdly been giving me statistics on shorter streams for some reason. Like a stream that's 3 hours, it told me was only an hour. Maybe it's when it turned on. I don't know. And I try to log into it every time beforehand, so it's just doing some weird stuff, I think. They may be updating it or adding features. I don't know. No, it's not. It does only show the same, like, the same date of the stream. It doesn't cut it apart. It just kicks in later, I think. But, like, whatever. Because Streamlabs is a third software, so it's the online tool that generates all of these alerts and pop-up messages and all that. OBS Studio is the tool that I use to integrate all of these things into the stream, and so it's actually 3 different products from 3 different developers trying to actively communicate with each other, and that's never a solid thing, so can't really be mad at it. And besides, it's usually on point. As usual, wipe off. Tooling. Although here in the back it wasn't so bad, it's okay. Everyone uses Streamlabs. There are a few others that do similar things, and people are using those as well, like Stream Elements, I think. But yeah, Streamlabs is, I think, the most the most used because it is free, and resources for its utility are the most readily available. Also, they do have their own version of OBS called Streamlabs OBS, and it does have some nifty features, but it is a paid system, and also has a little bit less in way of customizing. So even if I were to use another streaming tool, probably wouldn't be that one. I do want to be able to fine-tune some things, even though I'm obviously failing at things like the audio. It still feels better. Have the ability to change things on the fly. XSplit also used to be something people used, but I haven't heard of anyone using it recently. I don't know. Either way, this setup is kind of okay. I don't hate it. Does what it has to. And just soak up. Most egregious offenders. And we're done with this detail, actually. It's pretty good. Moving along with some actual progress. And something I forgot to do last time because I was thinking to do it differently, but I opted against it. Actually, back to Agrax, and I'm gonna cover up the metal. I was wondering to try to do the highlighting of the metallics first, and then wash them, which would have actually been a good idea, but I've already done everything else in this sequence, so let's just finish it up like this and keep it in mind for the next thing. Because it wouldn't have worked well either way. For it to work, I should have had a more gradual metallics highlight progression, which I didn't. Might as well stick to what we've been doing so far. Sure that we've done the project and play around next time. I don't make a lot of sense today, do I? I'm sorry. Again, just my brain being all over the place for no reason. Like, this is the weirdest thing. feels off somehow. FX, what's up? Hello, hello. Doing fine, thanks. How about yourself? Just moving along the project one brushstroke at a time. Tired, but hey. Yeah, that's just... We've been mentioning this with Harlequin here. There's just... It's like there's something in the air that's kind of draining you a little bit extra lately. Can't put a finger on it. It's really weird. At least I can't necessarily point to anything. It'll go away. It does, however, affect productivity a little bit. Both at work and the hobby table, but we can't always be 100%, so there's that. That being said, I did do quite a bit today on the minis front. The time that I spent, did all the faces, all the tights, the mug, the red scarfy things that they have. Well, as a matter of fact, a whole ass. Ow. It's everything. Right, so we are at 240 currently, so about 20-ish more minutes. Can we do for 20 minutes? Any of these things will be kind of time consuming. Maybe take a look at the ogre, see something that we can do with him. I think we can start shading this guy. Slap some more washes on. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. Does need to get some attention at some point. Shade! No shade. No shade. We ain't judging. Right, so, what do we go for? Rifle and flesh shade? Yes, please. Where are you? Come on. It's gonna be so weird when I get to actually layer and highlight the ogre, because I've been working on the small models for so long, and changing the scale will definitely feel weird. Not only that, but I'll have to put in quite a bit more work, just due to the size of things. I have to work more better, make it look decent. More layers, slower. I'm kind of dreading having to do this a little bit, but we'll do. Really love shading yellow with Rifle Flesh shade. It gives it such a nice warm reddish tint that actually allows you to bring some life into the yellow. I've heard of people doing this with magenta, and it does come out fairly interesting. Like, it's a good idea. Finally, another guy who didn't just smash on the wash. The thing is, I usually use washes as filters as opposed to recess fillers. But that doesn't mean I don't occasionally just dip the whole thing. Again, for the next project in particular, Smash isn't just really heavily go over the surface with the wash. We gotta go over all of the friggin' golds. It'll take 1,000,000 years. There's a lot of gold in this guy. So yeah, there will be some attempts at speed painting once I start the next painting thing. Full brush, put on the model. Yeah. And there, I'll probably resort to heavier use of washing and dry brushing. Also try to create some do-it-yourself contrast paints with contrast medium and procrel transparents. See how that works. Or to try some new stuff. So I'll be doing the, I think I've been talking about this for forever now, and please don't be mad if you hear it again. I will rework the Loco Painters challenges. The 8-hour paint thing didn't work well because of all different time zones. Oh, okay. How do you intend to go about it? Like a cardinal change in the concept, or some other thing? Put on 3 models to vote for. Okay, so far so good. 2 weeks to vote. And then I will say, like, you have time until date X to paint. Oh, that is actually good. Yeah, I like that. It will take away a little bit from the community aspect to it, as in everyone being on at the same time and streaming and chatting. But from what I've been hearing from the other guys, they're mostly... Yeah, you are absolutely right. The only thing that I may add to this is, if it's a model that needs to be either bought or printed, it may need a little bit of time from finalizing the votes to actually starting to paint the thing. You might need to actually have to get the model. For instance, if it's a printable model, I wouldn't be able to print it myself. I would need to go to someone from our community that does that. And he may or may not be able. Between this, I will say, oh, okay, that's actually excellent. Great. Have you been painting anything new? Or still playing around with the batch that you showed off last time? So there's enough time. Yeah, plenty. Yeah, I started the Pirion from the Neko Galaxy and finished the Native American Dust. Oh, nice! So back to the larger stuff. This is going to be such a drag to highlight. Working on a few things. Also painting some Aristea. Aristea are really cool stuff for oh, not for D&D. Everyone says that everything printable is made for D&D. I mean, there has to be a line. They are cool models, and that's about that. If you can fit them into anything, all the better. But I've been noticing quite a few cool things from them. And there is a huge currently onward Kickstarter about cyberpunk models. If you're interested in it, I can show you. It's gonna be all STLs, and there are about 100, I think, models worth of STLs. And the project is basically funded, so it will definitely go through. From Titan Forge, I don't think it was Titan Forge. Let me take just a quick look. Just give me a second, because the ability to keep information in my brain has been deteriorating. Carpenter. Also, the amount of Kickstarters is fairly dazzling. Cider Forge. Very possible. Very, very possible. Where did I post this? Oh, yeah, Titan Forge. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the one. Grid Wars, Age of Cyberpunk, yada yada. They also get a Patreon with new models every month. Oh, okay, so this is basically like a summary of everything in, plus some goodies. There are some cool things in there, but I just really don't see where I would be able to use them, apart from, let's say, Necromunda or something. What kept me away is the 40-euro battle mat. Oh, there's a separate battle mat? I didn't see that. Yeah, battle mats have always been kind of inexplicably expensive. Never got why. I mean, I am referring to the... It has a hexagonal... Oh, yeah, the long one. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, but how many games nowadays use hexes as a unit of space, if you will? That's not to say that I don't like it, because it's pretty much probably the best. It negates... I just play Aristea. Yeah. Because I technically prefer games that have a little bit more of a board game in them. So not using tape measures is a big thing. If it's possible to not use a tape measure, it'd be great. It just creates a little bit too much problems. I like to play other stuff, but missing the people for it. Oh, preach to the choir, mate. And even if we have the people, because in my case we are the three dudes, Harlequin, Bob Bomber, and myself. You can see all of us on the stream that we had a couple of weeks back, where we streamed a tabletop game of Blood Bowl. which is essentially the core band of people that we just play together. And even so, it's hard to get together and do anything. Like we get cool. We'd get like I don't know, 2 or 3 games a month, and we've been playing around the idea of Necromunda for over 6 months. Also, whatchamacallit, Mordheim is crawling in as an option. Wild West Exodus as well. But just getting us together, and especially not knowing the rules, like having to find time to read up on the rules and stuff. Has the club been open, we could have been playing more. That is true. That is true. It is. So Wild West Exodus, I have the oldest of the 2-player starter sets, and it was still only with the cowboys in there, so the lawmen and the outlaws with like their cyborg stuff on them, and it was really cool. Now, when they introduced aliens in the whole thing, it kind of became weird. But I've never actually played the game. I skimmed over the old rules, and it's kind of alright, game-wise. But the models are really nice, and really high quality as well. And also stupidly expensive for whatever reason. I got the 2-player starter just because it was really good value back in the day. Now if I look at it, it's a bit too much. Alright, well, actually I think I'll be calling it for today anyway, because we are at the 3-hour mark, so I would like to get some dinner getting ready, and enough time watch some dumb stuff before going to bed. So I think I'll be calling it for tonight. So yeah, with that being said, I will be back on Wednesday, and probably deal with, I think I'll have enough time to go over all of the browns and prepare for the main events, the green and the yellow, and then follow up with the metallics as well. So doing good time. Try to get some stuff off stream as well, but I can't guarantee that. But for tonight, that'll be that. As usual, thank you very much to all for coming along, for tagging around, for chatting, lurking, and staying around, keeping me company. It is always very appreciated. Yeah, sorry, sorry, FX, I'm just closing out. I'm really hungry. So yeah, keep doing what you love and loving what you do. I've been Bachikolio. I will see you on the flip side, and have a lovely rest of your evening. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.